Why is Metaverse the future and how to get rich from it? Do you ever wonder what more the world of the internet could offer you in the future? What if I tell you it is just the beginning of the revolution in the realm of internet technology? Sounds intriguing, right? Well, I have much more to tell you. In 1991, the first ever website went live. It was nothing more than a page with text and hyperlinks. You couldn't do much with it. A couple of years later, a video went live on the webpage. This was the beginning of the internet boom across the globe. Now, take a time jump for a couple of decades. You get YouTube and all the other social media platforms flooding with live videos and photos. Throughout the centuries, technology has leaped while introducing new economies and industries that had never existed before. As you watch this video, technology is preparing for another leap, taking humanity into an all-new world of the Metaverse. But what is in there for you? Well, to start with, you have uncountable opportunities in this new world of internet technology. Here are a few things in the realm of Metaverse that you can draw an unimaginable number of benefits from. Before I dive in, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon to stay tuned. This will also motivate me to come up with more great videos in the future that will help you to increase the pace of your wealth, success, and knowledge. So let's dive into this. I'll start with the concept of the Metaverse. Do you know that you can attend virtual concerts now? But what are virtual concerts? Well, there are full production concerts inside video games. For instance, there's a full production concert by Ariana Grande inside the game. Imagine telling someone a couple of years ago that Grande will be having a concert in a video game. Surely they would think you've gone crazy, but it is true. The multiverse can provide you with unique experiences with a whole new level of interaction. Multiverse is interesting because it creates a happy blend of the real and the virtual world. The multiverse genie is out of the bottle and it is taking over all the industries all at once. You have streaming platforms like Netflix making video games. Likewise, the video game companies like Riot are making Netflix shows. In short, companies are interacting in a manner unprecedented before in the Metaverse. But what exactly is Metaverse? To make it simple, Metaverse in the present age is what the internet was in the early 1990s. Back then, the internet was nothing more than a combination of a modem, a phone line, and a few dollars each month with absolutely no space for individuals. There was no concept of social media, content creation, trading, and sharing platforms, or platforms that give way to new platforms. In plain language, Metaverse in modern terms is simply what you build on it. It is a perfect mixture of Web 3.0, blockchain, and virtual reality. The three parts combine to create the Metaverse. But what exactly are these three individual parts? Well, let me explain. Web 3.0 is the latest version of the internet. I know what you were wondering. The answer is yes. There are other versions of the internet. Web 1.0 was the early version of the internet that I told you about. It was simply a page with text and some hyperlinks which were directed toward other hyperlinks. This version did not have any user-generated content or individual input. It was just a page with hyperlinks and texts. Coming to the next version, you get Web 2.0, which is the internet version that you use in the contemporary period. It has social media platforms where people can interact, share content, create content, run businesses, and whatnot. This internet version is a community-based platform where users can do a bunch of stuff. But here's an interesting fact about Web 2.0. There's only one thing that you can own on this version of the internet. It is the domain name. Yes, the domain name is something that you can own on the internet. If you have a website, nobody can make a website with the same domain name because that is your virtual property. But that is all. Every other platform is owned by corporations. Take the example of a YouTube video. Although it belongs to the channel, YouTube can take it down anytime it wants to. And just like that, it would be gone, which is where enter Web 3.0. The most intriguing concept of Web 3.0 is that you can own the parts of the internet. In this version of the internet, everything that you create or buy or sell on the internet is owned by you, and you're the only one who has rights over it. But how? The one-word answer would be blockchain. In other words, it is actually about the ownership of NFTs. You probably already know that NFTs are the building blocks of value in the metaverse. You might know NFTs to be nothing but some pixels on the screen, for which some crazy people are paying millions of dollars for. You might wonder why on earth they pay for those stupid pixels when you can download them for free. If you can save them on your computer with just one click, how are they valuable then? Well, you are not the only one who has these questions. The majority of the masses are unaware of these amazing facts about the metaverse and the workings of NFTs. To understand the NFTs, try to deconstruct the concept of money. What if I ask you what makes that $5 currency note valuable? After all, why would a piece of paper be worth some products? Your answer would be it is a mutual agreement in society to attach value to that piece of paper. It is simply because it is a social construct. Since it is easy to exchange for goods, everyone agreed to attach value to it. The paper currency becomes valuable. Well, the same goes for NFTs, which are a digital property in the modern world. The value of NFT depends upon the mutual agreement of those who embrace it. NFTs provide you with ownership because they are linked to a blockchain from which they can easily be traced. Moreover, these NFTs cannot be copied. Among all these detailed NFT systems of working, you're missing an important point. Well, you have not given much thought to its future implications in terms of virtual reality. NFTs hold the future of the digital world. Consider the difference between the first page and Google Maps today. There's a hell of a lot of difference, isn't there? This is how fast technology is evolving. It is Web 3.0 that is going to bring the digital revolution of virtual reality. But what exactly is virtual reality? The term itself is ironic and interesting. You might have heard of it in sci-fi movies. It is very much real and one of the many parts of the metaverse. The most mind-blowing part of this technology is holograms. Holograms are actually technological progressions. So if someone tells you that Facebook is building the metaverse, you should know that it is not the case. It is because Facebook does not own the internet or blockchain. Therefore, it does not matter what the corporations are doing. It is only a matter of time before blockchain becomes mainstream and reaches individual hands. In that case, the internet would be a collective property owned by the individuals. For instance, if you make a song and sell it for $1 as an NFT, you can add it to the smart contract to hold 80% of the song's share every time it is sold. No matter how many times the song is sold by different sellers, you will get your due rights in your digital wallet. And do you know the interesting part? No corporation will be involved. You would not have to depend upon Spotify or Apple Music to sell your songs. This is how individual ownership will operate in the metaverse. So you've now grasped the point. The basic formula of individual ownership in the metaverse relies upon blockchains and NFTs. But you might be wondering, how would you make money out of the metaverse? For that, you would have to become a part of this virtual world. The first thing would be to educate yourself on this matter. If you dismiss the concept of the metaverse today as a dystopian fantasy, you will be caught by surprise when virtual reality hits you in the future. The metaverse will both be natural and virtual in a unique amalgamation. The good news for you is that it is just the beginning of virtual reality coming into existence. There's much more to come shortly. People have just started to educate themselves about the wonders of the metaverse. There's still a lot for you to explore and get benefits from. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, which will motivate me to come up with more amazing videos in the future. Do not forget to give it a thumbs up. See you in our next video.